Hi, welcome to the first ever Josterco Duet. We got a lot of sounding things to show y'all, so we'll just get right on to our first trailers. Are you tired of hearing, man, that cringe? Do you just want to be yourself, enjoy your work and stuff? Well, here at the Clerk, at the Just Is Fresh show, is the place for you. Make sure to check out the Clerk on the Just Is Fresh YouTube channel. And more coming soon. Those are teasers for the Just Is Fresh show channel and stuff for the Clerk and Shadows Talks. We are exclusives on that channel. Hey guys, so we got 3 network channels here. One for the kids, primarily. The second one for all ages, and a third one just for adults and stuff. And we, with the announcement of those 3 YouTube channels, networks and stuff for TV shows and stuff that we are working on, we also got 3 production studios. The RW First up is the RW Studio. It's mostly managed by the Emiko brand. They make sure they focus on the inner world of Ermo and one that tends to bend the acceptable norms of society. One might put it in one way or another, to be honest. Then we got the Winter District Studio. These is more grounded. These stories will be more grounded in reality, realism, and reality. Just that takes human stories around the many wars and universes of the multiverse story that we have. And finally, the Justice Studio production, which strive for stories that are different and unique, that are focused on forgotten parts of one being even. We're gonna have the Busy Bee, the Starfall Show, and the Shadow Files as some of our premier shows when it comes to the Justice Studio production. And not only that, Justice Adults has something in the works as well, as in Jim and Ralph and Stuck on the West Side. Now, there's gonna be more info about that after the brief gaming news trailers. The moral core system. Rewards await beyond the core. Whoop! Hi, those are the smaller games that we are working on at the Game Creator Studios, also known as the Subversion Studios, featuring our little shows, Busy Bee, which is gonna be getting a small collection hunting game, Starfall Start Out, a star collecting game of sorts, and a cooker game for Chimera, which is another show that's gonna be premiering. Now let's get into the monster taming games that we are working on. Welcome to Equal Motos. Chaos. Welcome to the Zenith region, SYNZ starters. This is the Vismuk, the jock of the starters, and these are fighting type. Then we got the weirdo, Dracoid, which is a dragon type. Then the nerd, the crab brain, the psychic type. Chaos. Welcome to Assyria, a land of snow. You've been introduced to a wide range of characters, just like Rilo over here. Not only that, but these land is inhabited by icy creatures, or monsters, some might call them. One of the first one you will be introduced to is Frostbite. You will meet him in chapter 1 of Iceria. He belonged to the Snowy tribe and is a friendly gardener. After that, you meet Slagotha, which tribe is Slush. He will also be included in chapter 1, and he is the local cook of the land. But, of course, we cannot forget the most important character who you will meet at the end of chapter 1. Penguin. Part of the Hill tribe, and is the messenger of Assyria, and is very interjected. And there are many more, such as Bissos, to be coming soon. Hey, today we're introducing a special project inspired by the Fossil Fire games. Introducing Proto Monsters! We're going back in time. Wait. No. Scrap that. Sorry. My bad. It actually say we are digging fossils and reviving them. Ain't that Jurassic Park? Anyways, let me introduce the first proto monster, the skull Shinotops, which is a physical type. You can find this in the fossil bed called the Stone Garb. And the core of the shape is a horn skull plate with the energy signature dense and heavy. The cover method for this is to break layers of rock and slowly brush. Now, the signature role of this proto monster is to be a tank and defender. Next up, we got the second proto monster, which is a mental type. Now, this is Brain Raptor. They can only be found in the bed of Synapse. This card shape is rounded brain crest with the energy signature pulsating and errated. The outcome method for this? Precision brushing, avoiding cracks. Now, the signature role of this, now don't you forget, is a fast and tactical fighter. And lastly, of the starters from Proto Monsters, we got the third one, which is a bit of a darker one, you can say, called Grim Protero. Now, this is a spirit type and can be found in the bed of the twilight shade. It is the core shape of that fossil, a rim-based fragment. Now, the energy signature, cold, like it's whispering even. You get the, now, let me tell you the cover matter for this one. You get the soft chisel, and then you get that shadow crest together, you know? But the signature row is agile and status. Now that does it here. And for now, my friends, bye-bye. Hey, we are introducing Poke Stories. First up, we got Josterco Journeys, which will take place by the end of January. It's a 10-chapter story, and it takes place in the Gala region, as well as the Carntagia and the Isle of Armor. And the other half of the story will take place in the Misery Dungeon Ward. Shortly following up in February with Justice Horizon will take place in the Paluda region and the Kalos region. Justice Journeys had 4 characters are Neptune, Devi, M, and Siphon. We are excited for you to meet them. And in Justice Horizon, you would know them already. You might know them already as Elf, Nell, and Faye. And they're not all, but we also have two other stories that take place. One taking place in the Digimon War in March, and one taking place in the Yokai War in April. Stay tuned for more updates. Boom, 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 boom. The Superman Show, Episode 1. Meet the team. Dun 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 dun. Squeak, squeak! I was just a normal mouse until I ate this rare food. Mmm. Then I found myself able to speak and to change my shape and size. So I decided to become the most amazing hero, also known as Super Mouse. You see, I was just a normal spark until I fell into this food. And that day that happens, I was in this oven by mistake. Then I started to come alive. And I decided to call myself Crispy. I was just a normal spider until I got into contact with this food and started to mutate into the Arachnid, the spider superhero of Dark. When darkness strikes, we will be there, as we are the Skins. Dun, 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 dun. Squeak, squeak. End of episode 1. Meet the team of the Super Mouse Show.
Master of the games, calling Jackal and Shadow. Welcome, hello, bienvenue. This surely be fun, my brand new friend.